My name is member of the Zacatecano community, and I'd like to tell you that we share your views and your vision for America on the important issues for our community: education, health coverage for all, global warming. But we need your help, even beyond this election. But I want to assure you that we're going to do everything we can to put you in the White House because we want you as our president. We need your help in repealing the 1996 law signed by President Clinton that criminalized our people, documented and undocumented, that has resulted in so many deportations and separations of many of our families, leaving their children behind crying with no one to care for them. Secondly, we need to get rid of the private education centers that have profited and are profiting from the suffering of our people. Can we count on you with your wealth as president?
Okay, let me start with the second, and we'll go to the first. If you read our platform, in terms of criminal justice, it is very clear that we have got to end corporate ownership of prisons and detention centers. Our job should be to keep people out of jail. If you are a corporation that owns a jail, what is your incentive? You make more money by getting more people into jail. All right, so we have got to end that, and I will end that. That is one of the important planks on our criminal justice reform. And the point that you made also, I mentioned that earlier, there is a lot of pain in the immigrant community. We heard it from Betty, and we have heard it from, I've heard it from so many people. People who are afraid of being deported, who are afraid of being separated from their children, or children being separated from their parents. That is not what our immigration policy should be. We unite families, not divide families.
That the immigration platform, Senator's campaign, and Bernie talks specifically to the question that if you don't dismantle and repeal those provisions of the 1996 laws that have led to the situation, you cannot have the kind of comprehensive immigration reform that we want. That has to be right. The other thing is to begin to add the bed quotas, the requirements that so many beds be filled for these for-profit prisons again. And I think one of the reasons that many of us have committed so strongly to Bernie is because we see the effect in our communities. And one of the things in all of Bernie's campaign is that he knows, como decía mi hermano, más patas no para macho. It is sincere, real, and what Bernie says in this setting is the same that he says in another setting. And I think that's very important.
Y yo trabajo en car wash.
I work in a car wash in Vermont.
Y tengo yo sindicato es District Working Local 675.
I'm with local 675.
Sigo escribiendo mis clases
I'm following the steps. I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
y sí, yo soy un trabajador inmigrante.
I'm an immigrant worker.
Y como yo y como bastantes que somos trabajadores inmigrantes.
I'm just one of many immigrant workers.
Y quisiera preguntarle a usted de cómo nos puede ayudar.
All I want to ask is how are you going to help us?
I'm going to help you fight for a federal minimum wage of $15 an hour. We will fight for legislation that makes it easier for workers to join unions. And we are going to fight to make sure that every person in this country has health care as a right, not a privilege.
Thank you so much. One last question, Senator Sanders right here. Carlos Amado. Thank you so much for coming. I think one last question. Our communities are overruled oftentimes because of that reason. Our communities and members have convictions. And President Obama has said that he's supporting felons and families. Our felons are our families. So will you give folks who have convictions a second chance? And will you get eyes out of our jails?
I want to give you a definitive answer other than to say we're going to take a very, very hard look at all aspects of criminal justice. We have a broken system right now. And you're right. Let me give you one example. One example. I'm not here to speak for marijuana or against marijuana. But what the story is that people in minority communities get arrested for possession of marijuana at a much higher rate than the people in white communities. All right? And that leads to criminal records and all kinds of problems. I am aware of the problems in ICE. All right, and I have talked to families who have been very negatively impacted by ICE, and yes, we will take a very, very hard look at that. And last point that I want to make on criminal justice, maybe I should have made it earlier, is that if anybody in our country gets killed while in police custody, broadly speaking police custody, that will trigger under my administration an immediate investigation by the government. But we will take a look at criminal justice for A to Z, and I do know that minority communities are in fact over-policed, and I want to see in local police departments, I want to see those departments reflect the diversity of the communities that they serve. We want to end the militarization of local police departments. There's a lot of work to do, and I look forward to working with you